Hello everyone, welcome. Hope everyone's having a good one. I am? Question mark? I don't know. My sleep schedule's all over the place. Stuff is happening, stuff isn't happening. Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, so this week, what happened? I think, well, okay, the event, the Hermes, the inventory bug, which, I don't know, I guess there's a few things to talk about the inventory bug. For one thing, I streamed on Wednesday, and, I lost all my stuff, and a lot of people lost all of their stuff. And, that sucks. Luckily, they fixed it, at least for me. I don't think, as of recording, I'm pretty confident that probably not everybody has been fixed in this regard, or has had their inventories restored. I cannot keep an encyclopedic knowledge of my entire inventory. That would be insane. But, yeah. Also, okay. I did hear an interesting thing, or I saw some discussion on Spectrum, because, I don't know, it's an interesting thought. Somebody was like, oh, well, I mean, we've had inventory problems for, all the time, losing a few items here and there, and somebody else was like, this is completely different. It's like, well, how do you know? How do you know this isn't, the same issue? Frankly, maybe it's not even an inventory issue. Maybe it's something, maybe it's something completely else, account issue, or something. I don't know. But, I don't know, it was an interesting thought that's just maybe this is an issue that will be fixed when we do the inventory update. Maybe it absolutely is not. And maybe the thing that we're going to see is just an inventory UI overhaul, which would be great, but also, is not the only thing. And I don't know what we're going to get, okay? I don't know what we're gonna get, but I think it's just important to keep that in mind. With the star map update, it was a UI overhaul. And that's really all it was. So... Okay, so, well, I guess while I'm here, I don't know, man. I might die. I'm probably gonna die. This is the easy mission, and yeah, I don't know. Okay, real quick, Hermes. I thought the Hermes was going to be a data running ship. It's not. I thought it was going to be half data running, half cargo in the same sort of way as the Star Runner. Nope. People thought that the ramp should have been larger for a cargo variant. It's not, as far as I know. Which, is kinda sucks, but okay, whatever. I don't know how this is gonna go. I tried to do one of these missions. I tried to do the high-end mission in my Reliant, because I could go and buy all of the components in my Reliant, which was fun. Oh geez, sorry, I'm just having a thought. But, yeah. So I haven't tried the woof. I haven't brought the woof out, and I should theoretically have all the components. So if I go back to Area 18, I can kit my woof out. And there are definitely a few things here and there that are like, well, I don't know, but I did. So okay, well, that mission, the thwart cargo jacking, the 197K mission. I was up against a Caterpillar, a C1, and a Buccaneer. I was just trying to take down the C1, and I was like not doing anything, and I was like, this is bullshit. Like, I don't know ship combat. I'm just not. I don't think I'm good at it. I think I mean, I'll do. I mean, I don't want to do any PvP. It's just like I'm not gonna complain if I stumble across it, but like, every time I have stumbled across it, I am terrible. And I mean, I don't know. Is it all me? Is it some other element of the game? Maybe, but But yeah, like the C1 just would not die. I was blowing off pieces of it, and it was still going, and I'm like, what am I doing here? So that's a whole thing. Oh, but yeah, sorry, Hermes. The tractor beam thing seems like it's good. If you don't want to use the tractor beam, then you're gonna have a rough time. I'm gonna fucking crash at this point, at this rate. Like, I should just hop out and fly this thing. Oh, I had my door open the whole time? Okay. I don't... The big problem, I think, is that the Hermes doesn't share paints with the Apollo, which is like... Why? Why not? Like, are you serious? This doesn't make sense. This really does not make sense. It is ridiculous. And like, I don't know if they want to overhaul the paint system. Like they said they had suggested that they would do at some point. I don't know if the Hex paint system is dead. It is one of the problems with CIG's open development. Is that sometimes we don't hear about things until they're either they talk about something and then we don't hear about it until it's either out or it's been like gotten rid of and the thing that's replacing it is in, which is a thing. I've also heard that apparently right, come on, baby. Oh, this also, I hate this. I think like, okay, would it kill them? Would it kill them to have a system so that, oh hey, there is a marker. I have a marker here, and it can just override all of the markers that are overlapping. Oh no, what's happening? Oh, the thrusters are so busted. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, what? No! Okay. Alright. Like, I should have jumped. I should have just jumped anywhere. It didn't. Jump? Oh my god, okay. Alright. I also really would love to get, like, an SRV and try and just haul these things here. Yeah, we're doing a mission here. So, let's talk about the event. This is basically, Supply or Die 3.0, and I don't think this is a bad. I think like a decently common sentiment with Supply or Die was that like this is not a bad format for an event. It just like, you know, needs to be. This thing is going to fall apart when I land. Sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing is like fighting me. Every movement I make, it is fighting me here. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I do think that the economy team, is the one who's deciding how many points and how. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Landing gear down.
I don't know who you are, bud. I don't know why you're trying to get into my hangar. I don't really appreciate that. Well, I tried. Also, come on, I was in the hangar! Just spawn me at Pachiti Point! Oh my god. There's a reason. There is a reason why I'm spawning at Area 18 and I haven't reset my regen point. Partially because the last time I was in game, I crashed. But yeah, sorry. So I don't know what the fuck's wrong with the economy team. All right. I mean, I've been like, oh, you know what? Well, like they're learning, they're figuring stuff out. At this point, I'm kind of like, okay, guys, this is terrible. I just gotta be honest. Like, this is kind of garbage at this point. Cause like, and I don't know what the exact numbers are, so I'm gonna make something up, but it's gonna be fairly on the money for like what we're talking about here. So you have like three things, right? You have how many points you get, how many credits you get, and how many, and how much effort is required, right? And in the case of this, how much effort is required can be measured. And I did keep my stuff because I was in a hangar, or because I was in a landing zone, but it's weird about things. But yeah, so for, I mean, dude, I don't know. There's like one mission I think that has 3 SCU of cargo. It gives you 300 points. Another one that has 70 SCU of cargo and gives you 600 points, which is to say that 33 times the effort. 33 times the effort, and you get twice as many points for 33 times the effort. Which seems a bit odd to me. It seems a bit like, I get where it's coming from. The idea is the higher, the lower rank ones or the lower effort missions give you relatively more points, so you can participate in the event and you can get the event rewards without having to, you know, invest millions of credits, you know, potentially thousands of real-world dollary dues into ships, you know, which is understandable, but you don't get as many credits. You don't get as much AUEC. And oh, by the way, so like in that case, and again, I can't remember exactly. I think honestly it really varies. But I think there was one mission in the collection one, in the collection branch. There's like, so if it was like 33 times the effort, it was like, you know, like, it was like 34 times the pay. So it was like barely better. It was like more like 33.2 times better to go and get the thing. So yeah. Also, by the way, I should have done this before I started recording, but I do have an 890 now. I got a generous angel donation from somebody. Oh shit! Yeah, I guess I can. Okay, if I expedite it, because y'all have been good. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's get the woof out, actually. Why not? But yeah, I got a lovely angel donation. I feel like it's important to know, like, somebody had to know that I was streaming and watched me stream, because they gave me a very specific number that ended up putting me at 77,777,776 credits. You don't just accidentally do that number. I don't know if I bought something that was 1 credit. I don't know. Like, that's amazing. I only noticed it because I was going to buy a, because I went to buy actually no, I went to buy the golem, because I was doing mining for stuff. So yeah. So that was a whole thing. Yeah. Also, by the way, I mean, like, the Reliant, I was using the Reliant. I still love it. It's, I think, like, it can't do too much to a spirit, which I was using the 2 size 3s because I don't know what's better, honestly, but I think it's probably not bad. Also, well, I don't know. Right now, I would tell you that you should go and get these stealth components for your coolers. They have a maximum of 1 power unit, and they give as much. But if you want, but probably realistically, I would want to use these Class A civilians. But that's, you know, it is what it is. So, also, these civilian shields are, like, the best that we got right now for some reason. Got the laser guns. What do you have for quantum drive? Foxfire's fine. What was I gonna say?
Welcome.
But yeah, so the economy of the event, I feel, is kind of just weird and off, and doesn't, like, just seems strange to do it this way. But I think actually the bigger problem with the event is that, like, oh, we're gonna give you a mission that has like 300 SCU, but we're only going to give you 8 SCU containers. That's the largest size you're gonna get. We're not gonna give you 32 SCU containers. We're going to give you 8. We're going to artificially make this process longer just because we can. And, like, so I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me. But I guess it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, this is... Man, actually, yeah, this is perfect. I'd have just enough power to, like, fully power my ship, which is awesome. I will say, one thing that actually I really want to... one thing about... Oh, okay, I see how it is. One thing that's very... good about the Reliant that I hadn't really played around with yet is the manual gimbals. I haven't used the Tashima turrets, but the Gilroy, the size 3 mounts, those have incredible range. You have so much range. You may as well only use the manual gimbal, to be completely honest with you. Like, you have the range that it actually works. The range of motion. Whereas, like, these gimbals don't, on, like, the Wolf, don't really have as much motion. Which, in all fairness, the Wolf is more maneuverable than the Reliant. So there is a balance to these things. But I love that idea. And potentially, if you have a second seat co-pilot / gunner, you can shoot behind you, which, I mean, isn't really, like... I don't know. I think that seems like it would be really valuable. Possibly. Potentially. I don't know. There's a lot of things about ship combat also. I want to genuinely say that I think at some point we're going to have to face the music, and we're going to have to, like, nerf a bunch of... We're going to have to, like, downsize all the weapons on fighters so that, like, you know, they're, so we're looking at, like, size 2s on the Gladius. Like, I don't know where the actual meta is, but just, like, I've heard the argument that weapons are too powerful and, like, there's not a huge meaningful difference between any of these things. I don't know how true that is. It was a thought that kind of, was a thought that came to mind a little bit. I don't know. I mean, like, my size 3s were not doing shit against a C1. And the thing is, I mean, like, I was hitting, like, all my shots. And, you know, probably not all my shots. But, like, hit marker was going off, you know? So, like, I don't know. I don't know, but it seems like it is what it is. Also, this is going to be a fun space maneuver here. Also, like, I'm sure I mentioned it before, but, like, one of the big problems I had in 4.5... Oh, you know what? Also, 4.6, my performance is so much better. It was garbage. Absolute garbage in 4.5 with Vulcan. I switched to DX11 and got twice the amount of frames. And I think it defaults to Vulcan, which I don't know if I like the idea of that, but it doesn't really matter. Also, this is gonna be annoying. I know. I'm sorry. Although, saying that's going to be annoying, I don't know. This might be more annoying for me. So, I hope there's somebody who's like, what is happening? Why is this person tractor beaming this thing across? I don't have a ship that would do that could do this. I could have gotten the Pisces. I should have gotten the Pisces. God.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
This is how we're doing this. Is it actually closing? I don't think it is. But yeah, actually, performance is actually decent. I actually get frames. My God. Okay. I actually get frames when I'm, you know, in. Sorry, this is so stupid. I actually get frames when I want to plan it. I get like 30 frames, so that's fun, and actually playable. I mean, like I've had a few hiccups here and there, but like, yeah. I am on Vulcan right now, and things are decent. I mean, we're in space, so if they weren't decent, that would be a big problem. But yeah. I could go to a landing pad also. I was assuming this was just going to be borked and I wasn't going to be able to recover this. Also, I mean, we do have to talk about desync, because I do think desync is definitely a thing that's still present, and like, yeah, I don't know. There is some element, just overall, of like, yeah, CIG tends to hype things up to a degree that maybe they shouldn't. Because it gives the idea that, oh man, like static server meshing is here and we still got work, but it's working great. And it's like, I mean, like, it's good. It's not terrible. It is, you know, like 2025 was an improvement over 2024 overall. Yes, but it was not perfect. And like, you know, I saw a lot of server disconnects. And frankly, sometimes 30k can actually kind of be faster to get back into the game than a server disconnect sometimes. I mean, I guess that's like, because like it boots you out, and then it's just looking for another server, and it's somehow it is faster than reconnecting. But I mean, you know, there's a lot to that, right? Also, I'm making a huge assumption that it's going to be this hangar. This, again, I should have gotten like an MPUV or an SRV. I really would love to be able to tow stuff, but I don't know how. I've never tried that. I don't know how well that works, and I don't know how hangars and landing pads would all work for that. The day that we can get this stuff, the day that we can put our, just say, hey, I want to have my landing zone, or my home location is going to be Bajini Point or Arc L1 or whatever, like that's going to be a great day. Also, yeah, so desync, there's no reason I should have blown up. And that happens, and it continues to happen, and will, like, I have no expectation of that not happening for a while. I don't know why. But yeah. Yeah. Also, while we're just hanging out here, I hope somebody's like, what the fuck is happening? Why is there a dude EVAing a box over? But yeah. What was I gonna say? Also, I will say one good thing is that you are not bottlenecked in this event. you don't have to go to an outpost. You can go to an outpost and buy minerals and do all that. You could just mine it. And even then, like, if you don't want to do one branch of the event, you could just pick one. Sure, you're not going to get all the rewards, but you know, you can just go and, you know, contribute. If you were to complete your personal event with just one thing, hey, you get 2 sets of, like, just in the collection branch, and you get 30,000 points in that. Hey, then you get the personal, like, the global rewards, and you get the and the branch rewards for at least one thing. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's good. You know, there's some gear, there's some paints, you know, armor and gear. And the fabricator, oh my god, I mean, like, the fabricator is like putting their, I mean, it's like, it's one of those things, because, you know, crafting's like had some tech previews. I think they're hoping to get some stuff out. They're hoping to get, you know, a few more tests out soon-ish. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Also, it's been 30 minutes, and I haven't even completed one mission. I died because of some random bullshit, I guess, but god damn it. Man. I will say that, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I've mentioned that the times that we live in 2026 are questionable at best. I really kind of fucking hate the idea of some of these things just demanding so much of your time. I mean, in this case, I've definitely done the stupid thing. So that's a little bit on me, at least a little bit. But yeah, it's like, ugh, man. I think I probably have said that I hopefully have said also that my stance now is just fuck high fidelity. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. It's stupid. I think I might have, I don't know if I mentioned, but like, I don't know, I heard the discussion that, oh, you know, high fidelity is what's making games take forever. Like, look, I mean, like, the reason that Star Citizen is taking forever is not high fidelity, because we have pretty good damn... because we're pretty good in that regard now. The thing that's taking forever is implementing feature work. I don't know... okay, where... God damn it, I don't, like, come on. Okay, hang on, where... Here we go. Well, that is not the cargo. Okay. Alright. We're gonna get the Pisces. We're gonna get the fucking Pisces. We're gonna use it. We're gonna grab the thing real quick. Oh my god. I'm such a dumbass sometimes. A lot of the time. But yeah, so I honestly, I don't think fidelity is like a thing that is like the reason that keeps a lot of like AAA games, you know, the reason we don't have like a new numbered Final Fantasy every other year, you know, kind of thing.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I mean, like, I don't know, and it's more complicated than that, I guess. But like, I don't know, dude.
Thank you.
Anyway, other things.
Your vehicle has been moved to the facility.
We're disappointingly close to
Visitors again.
You know, I do also wonder, if I got a good-ass combat ship, could I have just done, like, the small little baby combat missions and just point to point, kill a guy, kill a guy, kill a guy, and just, like, actually got more points out? You know, honestly, yeah, I think so. Genuinely? In, like, my wolf that's a decent... Like, you know what? I want to fucking see if that's the case. I really want to see if that's the case. Oh, you know, I will also say... Oh my god, dude. You also probably saw that I got some Wicklow specials. Oh my god. Okay, so I went and I converted all of the MG script that I got over the year into favors, and I bought what I could. I was like, oh, you know what? The wolf? Hey, there's... Like, you get to the mid-level of the reputation, and it's really easy to get the military wolf, and there's some, like, bonuses for doing that, and it's actually a really easy, simple thing to do. And also the stealth wolf, I think, also wasn't too bad. Either it wasn't too bad, or it required, like, a single Valakar Pearl or something, and I'm like, okay, never mind, I'm never fucking doing this, this is stupid, it may as well not exist. I still think that Wicklow fucking sucks. I don't understand why, like, I'm never doing Wicklow again. I did Wicklow just to see how painful of the favors were, and honestly it wasn't that bad. It's a system, it's what they have available. Okay, it is what it is. I got super pissed at the QV stations. The QV stations, the auxiliary stations, the door, the broken door, like, there's a little bit of cover, but it's bad. There's actually, like, there's 2 boxes, I think. One of them has a dead Vandul, and Vandul, large boys, thick thighs, so much so that that box that you think is cover is not fucking cover. You're not safe, you're gonna get shot in the head. And not in the fun way. So, like, and for some reason, like, the AI was just god tier when I was trying to do it that time, and, like, yeah, and there's, like, just too many, it's too much of a choke point. And, like, maybe, okay, bring friends, but, like, that's... I didn't fail because I didn't bring friends. I failed because there's some dumb bullshit. Like, fucking the light, shining a flashlight on fog doesn't help you. It fucking hinders you so bad. Also, by the way, lamp. It hinders you so bad that it's just terrible. Like... And I don't understand why we gotta be like this. Radar and scanning, if we had radar and scanning, genuinely, like, I don't even care, like, the AI, would be better, they would see you, like, you would totally be,
Thank
you know, detected and stuff. I don't care. I can work with that. I can't work with not fucking being able to see anything. And that pissed me off a lot. more than it should have. Probably. But yeah. Also, oh my god, on Wednesday, I did go to Levski. I will say that, like, I cannot stay in Levski. Like, literally, it just, like, FPS randomly dropped, like, a horrible, horrible amount. I phased through the ground. It's just like, okay, dude, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to Levski. This is garbage. I'll come back in, like, a year when they fix everything. And if they don't fix everything in a year, then, like, okay. What was I gonna say? There's a few other things. I don't know. I've said my idea for Wicklow is like that you have like 3 tiers of favor: a easy, medium, hard difficulty.
Landing complete.
Favors, and like there's a combat way to get each favor, there's a salvage way to get each favor, there's a collection way, you know, like, you know, so, and sure, maybe, like, there are some things that's like, hey, if you want this combat ship, we're going to expect you to go, we're gonna, you know, if it's a fighter, it's gonna be the easy favors, and then some combat-related thing, and that's the recipe, and maybe some random things thrown in there, a specific food item or whatever. That's fine. That's how I would do that. And then, you know, of course, it like scales. Like the Polaris and the Idris, I don't know what exactly they are, but those should be. Probably they're too much. Honestly, probably I don't want to ever do them, but at the same time, you know, I understand, and they should be more worthwhile. Also, I probably sent that too early. We'll see. I do kind of want to pull out the 890, but yeah. And I think this mission, the mission I just completed, gives you like 300 points, and the small baby combat missions are like 75, which is really abysmal, but they're really easy. I also think that they really need to get a mercenary guild and council guild, guild store, Wicklow equivalent in game, like now. They also need to like, they need to stop doing bullshit. I mean, that can go for a lot of things, honestly. Like the fact that I can do a mercenary mission and not get mercenary script because, oh, it's an old mission and we haven't just updated this.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know. That seems strange to me. You know? That seems like lazy? I don't know. I mean, I in all fairness, I don't know what all is involved with that, I guess, but yeah. But yeah, I think that even if I go to a bunker and I'm just getting 1 script per mission, okay, I'm fine with that. I don't care. That's cool. Far from the end of the world. And otherwise, yeah. I don't know. I'd love just to. They could do something. I don't know. Just like there was do these mercenaries script, and you pay for the contract or something, and then you turn in the reward. I mean, that wouldn't be great. Would not be great, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. And then the thing is, they would be like, "Oh, this is boring. Nobody wants to do this." And it's like, no, this is the only way I'm going to do this. Like, because also the thing is, right, with like Wicklow, I mean, like, there's, now that they have the reputation system, I literally have to just get bullshit items that I don't care about, and like, in order to grind out certain stuff. And it's like, I don't, man, I mean, like, there are other ways to grind stuff, right? Or there are other things to grind. But, like, man, I went to the QV stations. I am like, no, I don't want to do the QV stations. Don't have anything to really do with Wicklow now. I mean, like, yeah, I can grind out the script. Yeah, I can get 50 million Wicklow special Apoanoxes. But does that sound like fun to anyone? Does anybody want a million of these things? And I have to have them. I can't, like, turn it in and then trade it to somebody. If that was the case, then, oh, I'd be okay with that. Or I could, like, you know, there's at least something more I can do with it. Truth of the matter is, I should probably be focusing on the other ship, so that I am properly protecting the thing, but I think actually I've got them both distracted. And that ship I'm targeting did teleport, and like, oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And it is a shame. Like, okay, and we're gonna come back to this conversation again, though, because, like, we need to have a salvage event. We need to have, I mean, I guess this is kind of a cargo event. We need to have a salvage event. We need to have a mining event. And, yeah, and combat events, and cargo events, and exploration events, data running events. Even if it's like, even if it's not something that's like, oh, this is a situation that's happening. Could you imagine if there was like Data Fest 2960 or 29, 56 or whatever, and it's like, oh, here's, just get your data running ships and we're just gonna run data. And that's just like an event that goes on, is maybe a race, maybe a, a huge sporting event sponsored by people who make data running ships and data running equipment, that kind of a thing. They do want to have like the sports federation or whatever.
Fields under attack.
But I do think they had something about the sports federation or something. On one of the roadmaps or monthly reports or something recently. Not like recently. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, ships teleporting around are meh. Also, like, with engineering, like, there is a thing about you have to consider with the
That was close. Thanks for stepping up for us.
stuff.
I'm heading out. Take care.
Okay, so we're gonna take one of the small missions. One of the small attempted cargo theft. Handheld tractor beam, that one. We'll do this one. And we'll see how, I mean, this should be very easy. And again, like, really, you really want to do the small missions. If you don't care, this is the best way to get the event done. And there are other missions that are, you know, like might have. There are the missions that pop up, the milestone ones, which I mean also is, you know, an interesting idea. But yeah.
Drive engaged. Quantum drive disengaged.
I can also.
Wheels active.
Oh my god. I think lamp actually is hurting my eyes. My sleep schedule is like, okay. Maybe I wanted to have a little bit of a conversation with you, bud. Good lord. Okay. I mean, you know, I'm rather introverted. I can appreciate just dipping out of the conversation as fast as possible. Oh my god. Well, okay, there are also a few things. I don't know. There's a lot of ships, potential ships. Oh my god, are we at 50? Oh my god. Holy fuck, sorry. I'm just like, literally I want to be like, hey, friendo, IRL friend who I bought the game for.
Target destroyed.
Game is good, let's play game. I want to be like that, but I can't honestly say that. And, I mean, to be honest, one of the things... So, when you boot the game up, Vulkan does the shader compiling thing. I was able to play the game while shaders were compiling this time. I don't know how much of a thing that's going to be. I will tell you that, genuinely, if my friend has to wait an hour for the shaders to compile, he will not be able to actually play the game. He does not have the time, and like, it's a really important thing to note, and it's like, one of the things also, like, I don't know, I mean, the idea of the landing zones is not terrible, but like, the travel times between the landing zones and the spaceports, like, are killer. Like, that's the biggest time sink, right? Where it's like, I mean, yeah, like, if you just had... If I could just buy everything, and I think when we get the shop app, it needs to be diegetic, and you need to be able to access things. Like, I should be able to land at Riker Memorial in Area 18, go onto a trade app, see the local stores, and, you know, basically NPC stores or whatever, and buy things. Give me like a 10% convenience fee to add on top of it. You know? And like, yeah, I'll take that because it's gonna literally save me 20 minutes. And like, that's extremely valuable. And that is the difference between getting, like, some people being able to play the game and not. And also, like, maybe having a hospital, maybe there being some trade-offs, but, like, having a hospital that you can actually use inside of, the spaceport. That would help. That would really help things. And I mean, there is space to do it. I mean, we could also talk about, like, oh, there's this way and that way to make things more efficient or whatever. But yeah. Also, I don't know why it just, like, refreshes the jump points at some point I think it's when it's done spooling, which is annoying. got a message from my girlfriend. Apologies. I might try and wrap this up quick. I think literally... Okay, so I was like, hey, I think I can do these combat missions faster. No. No. I mean, maybe. There's like the... Okay, I did the protect ship, which was go shoot down 3 ships. I mean, the... Have me go and shoot down 1 ship, and that's it. It's not even protect somebody, it's just do this. I think that might be better. Also, oh my god, this... Okay, so, like, in Supply or Die, the ship, they had this mission, and the ships were very much flyable, but in rough condition. This is garbage. Which also, I mean, I gotta admit, man, I just blew up on nothing. I'm gonna blow up on nothing again. And it's gonna feel like it's just completely out of my control. And if that's the case, man, like, you gotta look at this, and you cannot say that this is okay. Like... I mean, for one thing, yeah, I should, maybe I should get something with a tractor beam. It'd be cool if there was if that was just a type of fighter that had a tractor beam fighter, a tow fighter. It's like, yeah, it's made to fight stuff and then tow stuff. Or to have that multi-utility type deal. A Hornet module. It'd be good for a Hornet module. I was gonna say something about other ships that could exist. Oh, by the way, Argo medium salvage ship. Friendo Solar is super excited about that. Although he has a reclaimer right now, and in his mind, reclaimer might just like, if you have a reclaimer, then why not? Why not? There's no reason to keep the other thing. Okay, honestly, I am kind of amazed that I didn't die. The unfortunate truth is that I do need to wait for a ship. I don't want this to be longer than an hour, but it is going to be longer than an hour, and I apologize. I will say, now that I have... Oh, come on. Now that I've flown around the 890, like, the 890 handles pretty good for what it is. I took it to one 890 mission. Oh, by the way, the 890 missions are back. Oh my god, I don't know why they left. We're never gonna know why they left, because they don't like telling us these things. For some fucking reason. But we got it back, and it's, what am I doing? Claim the Pisces. Oh, the Pisces is... Okay, that's good, that's good. Also, if you're curious, try loading in just one box and see if the mission completes, because I think it might. Because I did that with the the caterpillar one, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. But yeah. Oh yeah, but now that I've flown the 890 around, I think, like, we need an armory, like an actual armory. The armory is just the hallway outside of the engineering bay. That doesn't seem right or safe or sensible. Like, and the thing is that hallway, if you just put a door, you could totally just have a door that leads into there. You could have a room off to that side that is the armory. I, like, 100% you could just have that. Sorry. I, looked at a comment that I'm processing the thought of. Anyway, there's a billion other ships. That could be a thing. I was looking at, I saw the freaking Mustang Delta, and I've always thought that I kind of want I want a starter ship from every manufacturer, and I think that a starter fighter from Aegis would be cool. Something that's like, you know, something that is cheaper than the Gladius, and it's cheaper, and it's not better, but it's something that you can get for like a $45 game package, and it's like, oh, yeah, no, this is, I mean, like, if you want to do combat, then this is a good option for you. And if you just want to get a basic game package, it's a good ship for you. That kind of a thing.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
What was I gonna say?
Shields online.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of other things. I don't know. I could and should just contribute a whole Star Citizen weekly to this, to the topic of, oh, there would be some cool ships that I could just come up with off the top of my head. That is a thing that I don't know how much I did last year because
You are leaving a safe zone.
I'm going too fast. Sorry. Also, like, I don't know, I was mostly done with this rant, like, halfway, like, 30 minutes ago. Oh, jeez. We'll say 2026 has definitely been a year. So far, 1 month in. Oh my god. But that's a whole other discussion. I just want to show off the 890 because I have it, and it's a thing that exists. This is the mission I was thinking of. So we're literally just gonna take the A90 out and just let some dude eat my PDCs. Well, okay. I think I would love to see. Well, there are two things I would love to see. More ships in the same sort of vein as the 890, like civilian capital ships. And like, either like, I don't know, a flying something along the lines of like a flying, either a flying mall, a cruise ship, a large hauler, like a capital hauler.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered.
You know,
Please visit
capital class exploration ship. There's a few things it could be, right? And I think like something the size of the 890 and the vibe of the 890. I think like you wouldn't see an exploration ship the size of a Bengal, or the size of an Idris. I mean, maybe like, I don't know. You could probably make an argument for. You could probably make an argument for that, but
ASOP vehicle retrieval
probably
system.
not. And even even if you could, how practical of a thing would it be for them to make?
Vehicle has been delivered to the base.
And I don't know. I mean, yes, like, how practical would it be for them to make an 890 again? Probably not that. Probably not. It probably wouldn't be the best thing they could do. Yeah, sorry. Also, I'd love to see, like, sort of ubiquitous ships, gear, and, like, weapons, and maybe even armor? I don't know. That could work. It's literally just, hey, this is something that the patents are, out. Like, the patents have run out, and people can just make this thing. And literally every manufacturer who would make this thing, if it's a rifle, then, Bearing and Gemini, they make this thing, and you can very clearly tell that it is the same thing, but with Bearing furniture, or maybe a slight, or like Bearing, or like Origin body panels, or Drake body panels on a car, or, potentially a ship. I mean, it would be... I would love to say, like, oh, they should have, like, enhanced modularity where you can just swap between whatever things. But, I mean, I think that's just a completely different game at that point. Also... Oh. I don't... They gotta come up with a more diegetic thing. I mean, there's a lot of ships like this where they just gotta do better. And the 890, for all that it's legitimately been a hope and dream of mine. I mean, yeah, it has a lot of work that needs to go into it. It needs inventory, the main thing. Because I think, I mean, like, the 890, I'm sure we can make some arguments about, like, some things that it has. I know that morphologists specifically mentioned that these stairs are kind of atrocious, because it's like, this is, like, just enough space for you to be able to walk through, but if, like, you have somebody walking, if you have two people walking up, down the stairs, one wants to keep going, and then one wants to get off. Like, this bad program design, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I'm not an expert. He's more of an expert on that. I'll trust his opinion. And I don't know. There's things like this. They could probably redesign some things in the bridge. Oh, having the PDCs pop out would also be nice. That's definitely one thing that I saw and was like, yeah, that would be good.
Shield system inactive. Shield system active.
Okay.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Shield system inactive.
We're gonna complete this mission. Hang on. Sorry. I'm like, I gotta text somebody. My dad comes in's like, hey, we gotta do stuff. It's just this absolute hauler of a thing. Oh my god. I'm also like dead. I need to go to bed. Sleep schedule. I don't know. I tried moving my sleep schedule over, and then it's just like, no. How about you just make it worse? I don't know. You'd think that this is a problem I would have figured out at some point, but oh well. Also, no lamp for the 890 yet. It'll be a glorious day when that happens, but oh well. Oh, I mean, I think also, in all fairness, the 890 is a little bit of a hassle. Just like, I mean, the capital ship is just kind of a hassle in order to, use it effectively. Also, well, I know where my target is. You know, I gotta be honest. This might, like, doing these might be faster. Probably won't be faster in an 890. Like, you can't stack. I don't think you can stack the mission, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Shields under attack.
I guess I gotta keep moving. Probably be good. I mean, honestly, these guys are probably gonna, like, end up... Oh my god. Okay, PDC's not doing as much work as I thought they were going to. I know they're, like, relatively short range, too, so, like I'm getting outranged. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna collide with. If I fucking blow up, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Man. Oh, come on. Just crash into me, come on.
Shields under attack.
Did I crash into them? I hope so. That was my intention. Wow, okay. Yeah, maybe in an 890 this isn't the best. I don't know, these BDCs are doing work though, so. Also, there's a bug, like, it's happened one of one times, so take that for what you will. But, after undocking from a station, like, you just can't rotate your ship. You can't do that. Which means that you can't fly your ship. You can't turn around, you can't aim at stuff. And, I mean, that happens with, you know, I mean, I guess not exclusively capital ships, but anything with docking. Maybe not anything with docking, but at least with the 890, and I've also heard it happens with the Reclaimer. So, station docking... Several, I mean, yeah, just in general, several things with the game broken that have been broken for a while. This is kind of pathetic. It's kind of really pathetic. And I didn't bring a fighter because that's insane. I'd need to do things in a hurry, and I would have to spend like 5 minutes getting the thing in. Oh my god. Does it get super tiring to hear, oh my god, this is a thing we want to do. And then the next year, this is a thing we want to do, and then, you know, 5 years later, this is a thing we're still planning on doing this. I don't know. I mean, and it is what it is. Some of the things are probably actually more ridiculous than not, but some of them do have some good reason or some understandable thing.
Shields under attack.
Oh, come on. Yo, I have the PDCs for a reason here, bud. Alright. My triangle-shaped ship is not as good. Doesn't do as much piercing damage as I thought it was going to do. It's a damn shame. At least the PDCs are keeping its shields down. I guess it's like a stealth bomber. It's probably got decent armor. Thing is, what I did that crashed my game before, that I got onto a turret, and then the game crashed. You know what? We could try it. game crashes, then whatever, but... Yeah, I don't know. Also, the, Alright. Here she comes. Oh? Ah, here we go. I think it's gonna be... So it seems like I could potentially use both turrets, actually, from one seat. I mean, it's gonna be... I mean, there's like no overlap. Oh my god, you smartass. And now you dumbass. I think, aren't both of the, like, manned turrets in the hangar? And I think they're also size 4 and larger and might be better, a little bit better suited for the job. Also, am I hitting? Also, I have, like, no power in my weapons, just because power allocation is a bitch. How are we looking? Completely fine. Let's... This is so dumb. And I... What? What do you mean, failed? Was there a timer on it? Did they just run away? Okay, that's pretty fucking funny. I gotta admit. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but it's... Oh my god, this is an hour and 20 minutes. I'm sorry. We got a YouTube comment that sent me into an existential crisis here, good lord. Okay, well, I stream a little bit more concise I attempt to be a little bit more concise on stream. Of which I stream Star Citizen on Wednesdays and Sundays, at twitch.tv/Railu, that's RAILU with an underscore. At the end, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Something. Until next time, have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.